Good soil is not cheap, especially if you're using big containers or grow bags. These 10-gallon grow bags that we have are quite large and take a lot of soil to fill. If you buy potting soil from the store, it can get very expensive very quickly. So in this video, we are going to make a soil mix that is much cheaper, but just as effective as any store-bought mix. It's perfect for containers or grow bags, and it will support strong, healthy plant growth. Before we begin, the first and most important step is to make sure your grow bags or any other containers you're using have proper drainage holes. Drainage is very important in container gardening. If there is no place for excess water to escape, it can lead to root rot and fungal problems. So always check the bottom of your grow bags to confirm that they have enough holes. If not, make a few more using scissors or a sharp tool. Now let's start preparing our soil mix. First, take some garden soil. This soil should be loamy, which means it should not be sticky like clay and not too loose like sand. Loamy soil holds moisture well, but also drains enough to avoid waterlogging. It has a soft texture and is usually brown in color. But if your garden soil does not have many nutrients, don't worry. We will improve it in the next steps. Now add about 20% compost, vermicompost, or well-rotted manure, whichever one you have available. These are all excellent sources of nutrients. Compost adds organic matter to the soil, which improves its texture, aeration, and water-holding capacity. It also provides a slow and steady supply of nutrients. Vermicompost is even better because it contains worm castings, which are rich in microbes and growth hormones. Manure, if well rotted, also works fine and adds plenty of nitrogen and other nutrients to the soil. By adding this organic material, we make sure our plants have access to food for strong growth. Now add 1 cup of neem cake powder to each container. Neem cake powder is made from neem seeds after extracting oil from them. It is a natural fertilizer and also a pest repellent. It keeps soil-borne pests and harmful insects away. It also improves the fertility of the soil and adds important nutrients like nitrogen. It works slowly and keeps feeding your plants for weeks. Just sprinkle it over the soil and mix well. After adding compost and neem cake powder, mix everything thoroughly. The soil should feel crumbly and soft. If it feels too dry, you can lightly moisten it with water while mixing. Next, we are going to use something from our garden: leaves, weeds, or cover crop plants. These are usually considered waste, but they can be turned into rich organic matter. Collect weeds, dried leaves, or any green plant parts from your garden and chop them into small pieces using scissors or garden shears. These green materials act as a fresh organic layer that breaks down over time and feeds the plants. Now it's time to fill the container. Start by adding a layer of the soil mix at the bottom of the container. After that, add a thick layer of chopped green material. This layer will slowly break down and act like a composting layer within the grow bag. It will also improve drainage and attract beneficial microbes and even earthworms if your bags are kept close to the soil. Once this layer is added, fill the rest of the container with the remaining soil mix. Tap the container a few times to settle the soil and remove any air pockets. This layered method has many benefits. First, it saves a lot of compost because you don't have to fill the entire container with rich compost soil. The green material in the middle will slowly rot and turn into compost on its own. Second, it gives a long-term supply of nutrients to your plants. Third, it improves the structure of the soil, helping with moisture control and aeration. Once your container is full, it is ready for planting. After planting your vegetables, herbs, or flowers, water the container deeply. Deep watering helps the water reach the bottom layers and encourages the roots to grow deep. This results in stronger and healthier plants. After each crop, when the season is over and you're ready to plant again, don't throw away the entire soil in the container. Just remove the top 20% of the soil and replace it with fresh compost or vermicompost. This refreshes the nutrients without disturbing the rest of the soil. Over time, this method turns your grow bag into something very similar to a raised bed. Rich, living soil that gets better every season. Using this method, you can avoid buying expensive potting mixes again and again. You build your own soil system that supports strong, healthy plants with deep roots and plenty of flowers and fruits. It's also a great way to recycle garden waste and save money while growing more.